Hi guys, this is Crystal Davis live. I'm live today telling you about some fall to-dos. We won't be talking about the market or sale tips right now. Right now we're just going to talk about your home or your future home and why it's important to take care of the guttering. So it's fall, the leaves are falling. I'm live from my open house today, but I thought this would be a great house to use to show you an example of what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to spin you around. Sorry if you're dizzy. Turn this around and so see fall. But fall means leaves. The home has a beautiful backyard. And here is the guttering. So you're talking about the guttering, the fascia, and the soffit. So those are essential pieces of your home. And why it's important to take care of those is because one of the #1 things I find in a home that's a contingency when I'm working on trying to get the sale closed is water in the basement. Nobody wants to pay $250,000 for a home when there's water in the basement. One of the ways that you can prevent that or help prevent that is to clean out those gutters. So it's very important not to let the leaves get packed in there. It's kind of a nasty job. I would recommend getting up there when it's drier so the leaves don't stink. Just dig them out. Make sure they aren't in the downspouts. Make sure the downspouts are clear and you're draining water away from your home. So the problem is if you let the gutters get backed up, they can't do their job. And the water slips behind the gutter, up against the house, sometimes behind the siding, and into your wall, or perhaps down at the basement level, water's piling up next to the basement and not draining away from it. So eventually, somehow, or that will get in. So it's really important for you to prevent that. If you don't want to climb on the roof and you don't want to hire somebody to clean out the gutters, then I would suggest some gutter guard. It's a big investment. So this year, if you're not ready for that, get up there, clean that out twice a year at least, and make sure that those are clean. If you've never cleaned them, thank your lucky stars the basement's not wet, and climb up there and get that done. When you get up there, I would suggest, since this was my first year cleaning out the gutters, we've always had gutter guard. When I got up there, I realized that this is a really bad time for wasps. So be careful when you get out there. Apparently they're just lying dormant, ready to get you. And with this extremely warm weather we've been having, once you're up there messing with the gutters, they like to hide in your siding or any little crack areas. So make sure you're diligent when you're checking there. I am in no way, shape, or form endorsing this leaf filter, but I did want to give you an example of how these cover your gutters. So gutter guards are great. There's several different varieties. This specific one doesn't allow anything into the gutter. So we looked at this when we were in Kimmswick, and there's literally a screen over the top and then a plastic, almost like your soffit, a plastic tray that sits on top and doesn't allow anything inside. So something to think about. Here's another picture of it. But basically this gives you the idea. Then you're not up there cleaning it every year and no maintenance. So it's important. We're going to try to get that water away from your home. Another thing to think about this time of year as a homeowner is to make sure if you have a chimney, you get it cleaned out right about now. It's time. You can pay somebody relatively cheaply, a lot more cheap than when you decide to make your first fire and it's 32 degrees. So think about those things now. If you are working in your yard and you are into plants, now's the time to prune your perennials and go ahead and separate and pull up your hostas if you want to move your hostas and divide them. This is that time of year. So I hope you guys are having a great, beautiful fall day. I enjoyed my open house today. I had a couple people through. You saw this beautiful view. If you're interested in this is in Oakville. It's at the $279 price point, and it's on my page. So thanks for joining me. I hope these tips are helping you around the house. They're maybe just giving you a kick in the butt. Hey, it's time to clean the gutters and keep my basement water-free and my walls water-free. Have a good day, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye-bye.